Welcome to Nutrition and Health Snacking. Think with our short tips to transform your health. Today's question comes from Sab, a friend and creativity coach in Paris. He's an amazing artist. I'll post a link to his puzzle paintings that you might find inspirational if you're looking for a gift either for yourself or the ones you love. His question is, if there are crisps or chips in the house, I can't stop myself eating them. But there are always crisps in the house because we have kids. How can I control my impulse to snack until there is nothing left? I can totally relate to this question. Although I don't have kids, I know what it's like to have crisps in the house and not be able to refrain from finishing them all. And I guess it's in the human nature to make sure we finish what we've started. If you take a quiz, for instance, you don't just stop in the middle of it or continue it later or abandon it altogether. Or maybe let someone else finish that for you. You don't do that. I don't do that. With crisps, it's even harder because they contain a lot of salt and fat, and these stimulate the pleasure centers in the brain. So you feel good, and you also get that crunchy texture that enhances the pleasure. But let's come back to our tips. First of all, I would like to ask you a question. Why is it that kids are allowed to have crisps and you do not allow yourself to have them? You know they are not good for you, and yet you have them and you also give them to the kids. Why? Is it to make them feel loved, happy, or keep them busy? I might not be the best aunt out there because I don't usually buy food or presents to my nephew and niece except for their birthdays. I give them my full attention and my love. We play, we go outside, we are silly, and we have fun. Now, I've been there with a bag of chips in my hand, wondering if it's going to survive the next minute. I never save chips for the next day. They don't even hit the bowl. So I have a strategy to reduce my consumption of chips that I think you'll find helpful. First of all, I buy smaller packs if possible. Then I look for lighter versions of the crisps. And I always buy plain chips. No exotic ingredients, no aromas or flavors. Another strategy that works very well is to make your own chips at home. My favorite way of doing this is by baking potatoes, then slicing them and baking them a second time. If you're interested in the recipe or cooking times, let me know and I'll share that with you. And then I do not keep junk food in the house. I buy it, eat it, and then if I want more, I'll have to get some more. At least I'll be walking to the shop. These might not seem much of a strategy to you, but when you have all these ways of eating healthier on the back of your mind, you'll remember them. And the next time you find yourself in front of the crisps or chips shelves, think of me. Smaller packs, lighter versions, plain chips, not too many, and maybe not today. Be picky about the type and amount of junk food that you eat. Tell me about your experience with chips. Do you also find it hard to resist them? What strategies do you use to reduce the amount of chips you eat? Share these tips with everyone you know and help at least one person become more aware of their chips situation. To be notified whenever I post a new tip, subscribe to my channel. And if you want your questions answered, post them in the comments and I'll share practical tips with you. As always, take care and have fun. Thank you for listening.